Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know.
Okay, so we have heard that Chris Paul had demanded a trade out of OKC. We heard that for a while. A lot of rumors been spreading around, and we get confused on these trades. Like, who should he trade for? Chris Paul, who has a lot of money on the table, and he's old, but he played great this year. He made the All-Star teams this year. Compared to last year, he played like not terrible, but probably the worst in his whole career. And this year he's coming up now. His value is back high up. Now let's look at some trades for him. That what they are thinking. And we're gonna dive in deep into that in this video. And today, let's start. What is up, guys? It's Master J here, and today welcome back to the channel. I'm sorry I didn't had a video yesterday because I did record this video yesterday, but I didn't have a chance to upload it. So I was pretty busy yesterday. But I promise I will have some videos this week, and today we are going to be breaking down the top 5 realistic Chris Paul trades that could happen this 2020 offseason. And I am going to include a dream trade. Remember, dream trades are stuff, probably trades that we all dream of, want to happen, but we probably won't have a chance of happening. So please don't comment saying that this won't happen. It's a dream trade, of course. Why it doesn't happen? Just listen to what I say. So anyway, as always, before we start, if you happen to enjoy this video, please smash that like button and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. It would help a lot, and so you won't miss any fired videos I upload. And so we use NBA Trade Machine to simulate these trades. You know, like all these trades. If you are interested, the link of that is in below to my account, but you can create an account there too. Help me and give me some follows, guys, and let's start. So before we do, let's start looking at his stats. Like I said in the beginning, he did play great this year, and for each category he improved. He played like one less minute than at Houston, but he played exceptionally great. He had boosted his value, and let's see what that value could get traded for. So top 5, I would say the Thunders would trade Chris Paul to the Mavericks for Seth Curry, Delon Wright, Justin Jackson, Maxi Kleber, and a 2020 second round pick, Golden State Warriors pick, and that is a high second round pick, which can be something for the Thunders. That's a top second round pick, I guess say a top 5 pick. And I know the Dallas are giving some great key role players for Chris, but would it be great if Luka gets help with the duo? You can get a big 3 in Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis, and Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul's gonna be that second option, and Kristaps, I see him as the third option on the team, and so Luka Doncic, Chris Paul, and Kristaps Porzingis. We'd love to see how that would do if they don't acquire. Yeah, I know this will be in their top 5 because that would be destroying their chance of making salary cap space for Giannis. But you know, if they're considering, so this is the unlikely trade, but it could happen if they decide to get Chris Paul instead. I mean, think of how many the chance of them getting a championship that fills into the role they can build around Chris Paul there. And looking at his salary's off the book soon. So now we're looking at top 4. The Oklahoma City Thunder get Chris Paul to Phoenix Suns for Ricky Rubio and Kelly Oubre Jr. Now the Suns were so close. They were so close to making the playoffs this year, and with Chris Paul, they're definitely making now. They think this is an upgrade over Ricky Rubio, better defender, better playmaker, and he's a leader. Chris Paul's a leader, and they've been looking for a point guard for a long time. They said they found in Ricky Rubio. Well, how about putting that in Chris Paul? Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and DeAndre Ayton, that's going to do some damage in the playoffs. And I don't know about winning the championship. They need to build up a little more, as Thunders could rebuild that with Kelly Oubre. And with Kelly Oubre, he's still young and a pretty good defender. He's developing into a potential star, and I say this is a win-win, but this is a little not too likely because I wouldn't. Yes, they want to contend now. But they want it cheap. So I don't know if they want on Chris Paul's salary, but I think it will be worth it. Now we're looking at top three. The 76ers get Chris Paul, while Thunders get in return Tobias Harris, Mike Scott, Matisse Thybulle, and a 2020 first Oklahoma City pick. They get their pick back, which is like around 21, I think. And yes, they get a heavy salary in Tobias Harris, but it's a bit less than Chris Paul. They get their first pick back for it. They get a promising young piece defender in Matisse Thybulle. He is still looking to improve. Obviously, I think he should improve on his offense. That Mike Scott's coming off the books. I don't think they'll resign him. The 76ers do this because Chris Paul, like I said, he's a leader. He would play great at point guard. He will fix their spacing problems, especially at point guard, so Simmons can play power forward. So we don't have to worry about the spacing issue. He will improve their spacing issues. They probably win some championships with this. Because think of it, the point guard position, you got Chris Paul, you got Josh Richards at shooting guard, you got small forward. They probably could take Firkins, I don't know, someone. Then they get Ben Simmons and Al Horford. Probably Firkins at small forward, probably, or Zaire Smith. But as the Thunders, they get young defender Matisse Thybulle. They get first round pick and some players. Now let's get into top two. The Bucks get Chris Paul, and Thunders get Ersan Sanova, George Hills, Eric Bledsoe, DJ Wilson, and Dante DiVincenzo in their 2020 Indiana's first round pick. Now for the Bucks, they can win some championship now. For if they want to keep Giannis with that last year run, Chris Paul could be that guy. Now they could probably win the championship with Chris Paul. He would be the second option because Chris Middleton, he has proven that he's only a third option, not really a second option, and not a superstar, just an all-star as a third option. And Chris Paul can bring a lot to this team. He's an upgrade over Eric Bledsoe, most of their playmakers. They don't have to rely on all Giannis now. It'd be a little Chris Paul too. Giannis and Chris Paul. And Giannis said that if the team were on the same page, that kind of stuff, well, they don't have to worry about that anymore. If Chris Paul's in there, he'll keep him in the team because they'll probably win the championship with that. Well, of course, as the Thunders, they get young guard in DiVincenzo, and they get a first Indiana's pick, not too high, but it's still a bet they can take. And DJ Wilson's great. Ersan's off the book soon, and we're up on the New York Knicks getting Chris Paul finally a long time, but this is like old Chris Paul for Todd Gibson. They get him again. Dwayne Ellington, Julius Randle in 2008 pick now. Now for the Knicks, they get Chris Paul. They'll probably have to change the roster to build around him now. Chris Paul could potentially attract them another all-star. Finally, they get a star in a long time. Now they get another star to maybe win some championships, as the Thunders are rebuilding with that, starting with the 8th pick, and they're getting a potential big man in Julius Randle. He could play center too, as they get Todd Gibson coming off the book, same as Ellington. And I see this as a salary dump for Oklahoma's OKC. They are dumping up some salaries, so make some space for the future, building around. And finally, the dream trade as the Lakers get Chris Paul, the 2021 second round pick, for a huge load of their main role players: Danny Green, Avery Bradley, KCP, and Kyle Kuzma in 2021 pick. Now, their first round pick isn't high, not really special, but and Kuzma hadn't doing great, but he still did something. So stop hating on Kuzma. So for the Lakers, they will have to probably fix the roster a bit. They're giving out a lot of main players. KCP, great defender. They get Danny Green. Well, he's been breaking a lot some shots, but he's there mainly for the defense. To give young Kuzma and the 2021 being returned to get say and Chris Paul. Well, I don't see this very likely. That's why it's dream trade, because their salary, man. Well, they're not gonna have enough salary cap. Now LeBron wants Chris Paul on the team, but the salary is not gonna work out, man. Well, maybe this is a great fit, but the salary, I don't see this happening anytime soon. Unless a miracle happens, basically. Now that is it for today. This is Master J, and please subscribe. And this is me signing out. Peace.